What if I told you that most people struggle with money not because they don't earn enough, but because they never truly learned how to manage what they already have? Budgeting isn't about restriction, guilt, or giving up what you love. It's about control, clarity, and freedom. Budgeting allows you to decide where every rupee goes instead of letting it vanish without notice. In this video, we're going to break down 10 step-by-step budgeting tips for beginners, each with actionable strategies, real-life examples, and mindset insights so you can start today and see progress immediately. Stick around till the end because number 1 will completely change the way you think about money forever and could transform your financial future. 10. Track every expense religiously. The first step to effective budgeting is awareness. Most people underestimate small daily expenses, thinking it's just a coffee or just a snack, but small leaks add up to big losses over time. Start by tracking every single expense for at least a month. Use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or an app like Mint or Money Manager. Categorize spending into essentials, discretionary, and savings. For example, spending $250 per day on coffee adds up to $7,500 a month, enough to create an emergency fund in a year if redirected. Track consistently, and after a few weeks, you'll notice patterns that were invisible before. Awareness alone changes behavior because once you see where your money is going, you gain the power to control it. 9. Set clear, realistic financial goals. Budgeting without goals is like driving without a destination. Short-term goals might include clearing credit card debt, building an emergency fund, or saving for a gadget, while long-term goals could be buying a home, funding education, or planning for retirement. Write down your goals with specific amounts and timelines. For example, if your goal is to save $120,000 in a year, you need to save $10,000 monthly. Break goals into weekly targets for easier tracking. Goals give purpose to your budgeting, making each rupee feel intentional. They also help maintain discipline when temptation arises, such as unplanned purchases or lifestyle upgrades. 8. Differentiate needs from wants. One of the biggest budgeting mistakes is confusing wants with needs. Essentials include rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, and healthcare. Wants include eating out, shopping for luxury brands, entertainment subscriptions, or gadgets. Before making a purchase, pause and ask, is this a need or a want? If it's a want, is it worth delaying my financial goals? For example, upgrading your smartphone every year is a want, not a need. Creating this mental filter prevents money from slipping away unnecessarily and ensures your budget supports what matters most. 7. Apply the 50/30/20 rule. The 50/30/20 rule is a simple framework that balances essentials, wants, and savings. Allocate 50% of your income to essentials, 30% to discretionary spending, and 20% to savings or debt repayment. For instance, if you earn $50,000 per month, $25,000 goes to essentials, $15,000 to discretionary spending, and $10,000 to savings or investments. Beginners can start with this formula and adjust based on lifestyle, goals, and expenses. This rule ensures you cover basics, enjoy life, and invest in your future without feeling restricted. 6. Automate savings and investments. Saving is effective only when it's consistent. Automate transfers to a dedicated savings or investment account the day your salary arrives. Even a small amount matters because consistency compounds wealth over time. For example, saving $2,000 monthly and investing it in a diversified fund at 10% annual return can grow to over $300,000 in 10 years. Automating removes the temptation to spend first and saves later. Over time, this habit builds financial discipline and ensures your budget prioritizes long-term security and wealth creation. 5. Limit discretionary spending with boundaries. Discretionary spending often destroys budgets. Set fixed limits for non-essential expenses like eating out, entertainment, subscriptions, and online shopping. For example, allocate $5,000 per month for discretionary spending and track it closely. Using cash envelopes or pre-loading a card with a set amount can create natural spending boundaries. This ensures essentials and savings are always covered, and small indulgences don't sabotage financial goals. Establishing limits also trains you to make smarter choices, like choosing affordable options without feeling deprived. 4. Build an emergency fund early. Unexpected events like medical emergencies, car repairs, or job loss can derail your financial plan if you're unprepared. Aim to save 3 to 6 months of essential expenses in an easily accessible account. For instance, if your monthly essentials are $30,000, your emergency fund should be between $90,000 and $180,000. Start small if necessary, like $1,000 to $2,000 monthly, and gradually increase contributions. An emergency fund prevents reliance on debt during crises, protects your investments, and gives confidence to stick to your budget even in challenging times. 3. Review and adjust your budget monthly. A budget isn't static, it's a dynamic tool. Review spending at the end of every month. Compare actual expenses versus planned ones, note where you overspent or underspent, and adjust for the next month. For example, if grocery bills were higher than expected, reduce discretionary spending next month or find ways to cut costs like meal planning or bulk buying. Monthly reviews maintain accountability, provide insights, and help improve financial decisions over time. A budget that evolves with your lifestyle and income is far more effective than a rigid plan that ignores reality. 2. Track progress visually and celebrate wins. Tracking isn't just about numbers, it's about motivation. Use apps, charts, or spreadsheets to visualize savings, expense reductions, and debt repayments. Seeing progress reinforces good habits. For instance, noticing that you reduced dining out expenses by 50% or paid off $20,000 in debt in 3 months motivates you to continue. Celebrate small wins, because positive reinforcement builds long-term consistency. When progress is visible, budgeting feels empowering rather than restrictive, and habits become automatic. 1. Adopt a budgeting mindset. The most powerful step is mindset. Budgeting is not about restriction, but about empowerment. Every rupee allocated intentionally brings you closer to freedom, security, and your goals. Start affirming, I am in control of my money, I spend consciously, save consistently, and invest wisely. Pair this mindset with consistent action, and budgeting becomes second nature. Over time, your financial habits improve, decisions become smarter, and you gain confidence in handling money. A strong mindset ensures that no matter your income, you can achieve financial stability and even growth. Budgeting is not about perfection, it's about awareness, discipline, and daily choices. You will make mistakes, face unexpected expenses, and overspend occasionally, but small, consistent actions compound into significant financial control over time. Start today, track every expense, set clear goals, automate savings, limit discretionary spending, and cultivate a mindset focused on growth. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with someone ready to take control of their finances. One action today can transform your financial future forever.